Morning all. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Not gonna lie, the audio settings on my PC went a bit weird, that's why we're a few minutes late. I think a Windows update has done that thing where it kind of just ruins everything. So I think I've got it all back to normal. But yeah, please let me know if anything sounds weird and I'll try and fix it. We'll do our best. So we're back in the bus. It's been a minute since we've flown this one, so it's going to be interesting. I'm just going to make sure my control settings are all actually as they should be before we rudder pedals, Phoenix, A320. Cool. Happy days. Yeah, nice to get back in the bus. I feel like we've been a bit Boeing heavy of late, which is fine. I do enjoy the Boeing. But I think we've definitely neglected the Airbus, so we'll hop back in that one today. It'll be good fun. Looking forward to it. So we're heading over to, I believe this is how you pronounce it, Banja Luka. Orbx very kindly provided us with the scenery and said, why don't you fly over there and check it out? So that's what we're going to do. Go and take a look. Looking forward to seeing it. Bit of an unusual airport. I think Ryanair actually fly there. But very small airport. Very small indeed. So we'll see what we get when we get there. I did have a quick look at the parking earlier, and Wasp, I know you were saying in the Discord parking is interesting, and yeah, you're right, it was. It was very interesting. I mean, it may be, I don't know how many are flying along today, if anyone will join us mid-route or anything like that, but it may well be that we fill the place. I mean, if there's anyone else there, it could be a problem. It might be a case of having to disconnect from VATSIM upon touchdown, then maybe reconnecting in observer mode so we can observe some other people landing if we've got a convoy going on or whatever. But yeah, just something to be aware of, because I think it was there 3 bays. It's not the biggest of places. Should be a nice flight though. Let's show you the route. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do for our departure, because SimBrief's saying go direct to Yorkie, but Navigraph says that's for runway 9 only, which would make sense because it's saying that it's in that direction. So I don't know whether we're going to get like a Horfer 1 X-ray from ATC, because Tower is online, I believe. Anyway, let's just zoom out just a touch. And you can see the routing. So we're going to head over south of London, over the Channel, make our way across France, and then obviously we've got a little bit of Italy as well. Then over the sea. And then in we go. There it is. LQBK. It's the Horf 1 out. Yeah, I thought it probably would be. Wasp, thank you for that. Yeah, it does make that would make the most sense to me anyway. Well, let's just go with that for now. Yeah, and then to Yorkie. Nice. Runway 34. Oh, we've got an ILS. But not on that runway. So we can either do final or out there. Let's go final for now. Subject to change, of course. That'll do. Yeah, nice to be back in the bus. I don't know what the landing's going to be like. It's been a minute since we've flown the bus. I might need to just sort of go through in my head kind of the landing procedure. Sort of, was it 30, 20 feet, bring throttles back to idle, flare. I don't know, it's been a while. It has been a while. What was that noise? Yeah, I can't imagine there's going to be much Wasp when we get there. probably going to be quite quiet, I would have thought. That's right, though. All right, let's get ourselves sorted here. This is the Phoenix white hat. There it is. So what ground services have we got? GPU and chocks, that's all good. Very good, let's load the aircraft then. Real time, 22 minutes. Oof. Not sure I fancy that, let's do 7. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to start the Airbus. So it's battery 1, battery 2, we'll take the external power. And then AP master, is it? Then start. I mean, this is proof that if you don't do something, you absolutely forget how to do it. Isn't it really? Nice to be flying again though. Last week was a bit of a mission. My wife was away on a trip all week, so I was solo parenting, which was interesting. Morning, Simon. So how are the frames doing? GPU. And the main thread. Everything's gone wrong. Yeah, see, I'm out of RAM. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's saying the main thread is limiting us, but it's not. It's actually the GPU's limiting us by its RAM capacity. Therefore, the CPU is constantly being like, right, let's take some out of VRAM, put it into system memory. Then the GPU is like, but I want that stuff. So it's like, right, let's take it out of RAM, let's put it back into VRAM, and it's going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. So I think that's actually a red herring with the main thread there saying it's the limit. I think the GPU is actually having a bit of a moment because it's using too much RAM, which means I need to get a new GPU.
And Tower Easy 7 Echo Juliet, we are ready for push and start.
Brian, good morning. How are you? Can I get a quick peek about your sensitivity of
Tower Easy 7 Echo Juliet, ready, push and start.
Yeah, so what have I got? Let me show you. There we go. So we go into sensitivity. It's basically that. And then feel free to pause and like go back because I can't stay in here for too long. Then I think you just do the calibration in the plane, don't you? If memory serves. Jolly good, so we're fueled. APU is available. Crew supply oxygen. Arm the emergency lights. No smoking on. What is tower 133? 133850. There we go.
Yes.
Overcast. That's no good. That's not...
EC7 Echo Juliet, report ready for taxi.
Okay.
Speed brake disagree. What's going on? Oh, it's because I went into the settings, wasn't it? Oh, don't know why my landing gear switch was up.
Oscar Sierra November, winds are 240, 30 knots, runway 27, clear of takeoff, report left downwind.
Oh, now it's ruined my VATSIM
Cleared
stuff.
for takeoff, report left downwind, Oscar Sierra November.
Okay, sorry, I was just having to reset my sound settings. Windows has done a real number on me this morning. Montreal to Gatwick, wow, that's a long haul. I can say A321N. Let's start doing some stuff down here. ATSU, see if I remember how to do this. AOC, flight in it. There we go.
Shannock 29 Whiskey Mike, radio check.
And we're doing an it data request.
29 Whiskey Mike, Whiskey 5, good morning, sir.
Beautiful, there it is.
Shannock 29 Whiskey Mike, stand 3, type A320 with information Bravo, request clearance to Jersey.
Jersey, eh? Very nice.
29 Whiskey Mike, Jersey, X41 extra departure runway 27, initial climb is 6,000, 5052.
Let's put in our flight number.
Clear to Jersey via the X1 X-ray departure, initial climb, flight level 60. Squawk 5052, Shannock 29 White, Whiskey and Mike.
Shannock 29 Whiskey Mike, Black and Crack, report ready for
Cost index today is 57, apparently. So I'm told. We're doing 144 boarded, cargo's boarded, fuel is fueled. Come on, where's the last two? Last one. Final call. Boarding complete. Lovely. So what are we at? 58.1, 30.2. 58.1 slash 30.
Downwind, forward touch and go, Oscar Sierra November.
Oscar Sierra November, report final runway 27.
Wilco, Oscar Sierra November.
Alright, what about our performance? Let's go and have a look. Departure. I feel like I'm remembering this a little bit.
Good morning, it's the EV9001 for A320 Neon stand 35 with information Bravo clearance for Gatwick, please.
So we're doing 27, aren't we?
EV9001, good morning, you're cleared to Gatwick in the Hall for 1 extra departure, runway 27. Initial climb is 6,000, squawk 5065.
Clear to Gatwick, call for 1 X-ray, runway 27, 6,000, 5065, EV9001.
EV9001, read back is correct, report ready for push and start.
What is?
Okay, so our flex 2 temp today is 55, that's fine.
And Tower EG7 Echo Juliet, ready taxi.
EV7 Echo Juliet, taxi hold on Alpha X-ray, runway 27.
Alpha X-ray, runway 27, EG7 Echo Juliet.
146, 146.
Final runway 27, Oscar Sierra November, forward touch and go. touch and go, runway 27, Oscar Sierra November.
Yeah, flex 2temp 55, that's looking good. How am I doing, Wasp? Am I doing it right? Honestly, I feel like the A320 used to be my default aircraft. Like, we spent so much time in the fly-by-wire. Obviously, I appreciate this is the Phoenix, so things are different. But still. Looking good, eh? What information are we on? It's information Bravo, isn't it? Right, I should probably say hello, shouldn't I? Can you hear the ATC okay? Is that coming through alright? Because I've got it at separate volumes. So I've got one volume for my headphones, so it's nice and loud, but I've got it quite quiet for you, so it's not like being really annoying. Let me know if it's weird. I'll change it. I feel like my audio stuff is just all over the place right now. Right, what's the weather? One 1011.
And Tower Easy 7 Echo Juliet ready, Alpha X-ray.
Easy 7 Echo Juliet, line up runway 27.
Line up runway 27, Easy 7 Echo Juliet.
Office 0 November, report left downwind, runway 27.
Wilco, Oscar Sierra November.
Easy 9001, request push and start.
Easy 9001, push and start approved, space now, QX 1011.
Hi South 1011, Easy 9001.
Easy 7 Echo Juliet, wind up 240, 30 knots, runway 27.
Runway 27, clear takeoff, Easy 7 Echo Juliet.
Someone about to take off. Oh yeah, there's someone coming over. Look, that'll be the touch and go. Will it? Is that the touch and go? What is going on over here? I think that's this, isn't it? Landing gear not uplocked. I think it's because my landing gear switch defaulted to up for some weird reason and I didn't realise. Not entirely sure how to actually get rid of that now from here. That's a bit annoying. Never mind. Okay, let's see if I can talk to Tower without making a mess of it and embarrassing myself for all eternity.
Easy 7 Echo Juliet, signal to an ATC that 128 on 122 decimal rate, handle flight right.
1228 for you.
Press clear on ECAM.
For the amazing ATC, have a great day.
Right.
Final runway 27 for touch and go, Oscar Sierra November.
Office 0 November, wind 240, 30 knots, touch and go approved.
Touch and go approved, Oscar Sierra November.
That looks alright now, doesn't it?
If you make advance Papa, we are ready to push back.
Delta Papa, push start approach QNH 1011, thanks out.
This is down for QH 1011. You and then Papa.
Okay, let's do it. Bristol Tower, good morning. Air Not 122 at Gate 2. Information Bravo on board. Aircraft type Airbus A320 requesting IFR clearance to Banja Luka, please.
Just confirm that call sign, please, 1122.
Air Not 122 or X-Ray Alpha November, if you'd prefer.
X-ray Alpha November 122, you're cleared on the call for 1 X-ray, departure runway 27, initial code 6000, 45056.
Or for 1 X-Ray departure runway 27, initial climb 6000, squawk 5056.
X-ray Alpha November 122, move back into direct report, ready for push and start.
Easy 9001, request taxi.
EG 9001, passenger hold the point Alpha X-ray. Correction, hold the point 02.
Alright.
Say again the holding point for 9001.
EG 9001, passenger hold the point 02.
What was my squawk? 5056.
Okay, we'll hold Zulu 2, easy 9001.
5056.
Okay, Alpha X-ray runway 27, easy 9001.
Okay. Wasp, can you help me out here? I've forgotten. What should I be doing? Should this
Oh, left downwind.
top one be in auto? I've got it in standby at the moment over here. Okay, let's set up the departure a moment. Runway 27, off 1 X-ray. Let's insert that. Yeah, then over to Yorkie. Sorry, was that a yes to it should be an auto? Auto and on when taxiing. When you say on, you mean Tara? Oh, as in on over there. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. Right, what do I need to do now? Literally forgotten all the things that I have to do. Let's get some APU bleeds on. Get the fuel pumps on. White lights, that's looking alright. I think I've got my lights in the correct configuration. Strobe auto. Nav and logo I've got to 1. Let's do seatbelt lights.
Clear to left, runway 27, of course, Sierra November.
Bristol Tower, good morning. Bravo Tango Romeo 52, gate 21, Boeing 737-800, information Bravo, QNH 1011, request clearance to Liverpool is filed.
Bravo Tango Romeo 52, welcome back. Can you please follow your flight plan? I'm not sure when you will.
The airline of Papa will run to taxi.
Quite busy here, isn't it? So we've got one lined up there.
Yeah, we can also like,
Hopefully that's my calculation check.
It is busy, isn't it?
We have information Bravo.
Bristol Tower, Bravo Tango Romeo 52. Read me.
East apron says now 172.
Love it.
Bit of traffic there. Let me get back to you shortly. Golf Mike Alpha, also Bravo Tango Romeo 52. Still not seen the flight plan. Double check the client. Check the flight plan on a real file quickly.
Love it.
the airline of Papa will run to taxi.
EGGD Delta Papa Taxi to Open Bravo X-ray runway 27.
Bravo X-ray, the airline of Papa.
ED is 9001, line up runway 27.
Line up 27, easy 9001. My K2 started with the task off my camera.
Golf Mike Alpha 24701.
Okay, off my camera.
Yeah, so normally I do Tara once we're sort of taxiing and ready to go.
You might request push and start, stand 3.
That'll be Jet 2 next to me then.
Sorry, you guys with the flight start 011.
Hasty Shannon, do you know which one? H1011.
Let's get GSX on the ball, shall we?
Golf Mike Alpha, I'm going to have your split. Left hand circuit from 27 higher than 1,600.
Roger, clear for vehicle. Left hand circuit to right.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Golf Mike Alpha, reback is prep, report ready for taxi. Break Oscar Sierra November, taxi now to hold point Delta X-ray runway 27. Oscar Sierra November, taxi hold point Delta X-ray runway 27.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Point Delta X-ray, runway 27, Oscar Sierra November.
ED 9001, wind guard 240, 50 knots, runway 27, clear takeoff.
Play takeoff 27, easy 9001.
ED 89 Delta Papa after company traffic on the left, right, line of runway 27.
Runway 27 after the company traffic, the airline of Papa.
Locking gear.
Yeah, so we'll probably get Bravo X-ray, Alpha X-ray, aren't we?
Good morning. Bravo Tango Romeo 52, gate 21, playing 737-800.
ATC is very low.
QNH 1011.
How's that?
Requesting clearance to Liverpool as filed.
How's that? Is that any better? Yeah, I'm going to request push and start in just a moment, Wasp. What was I doing? I need to go in here and turn off the stuff, right?
ED 9001, no further ATC available. Altitude 122, decimal 8 play.
1228, easy 9001, have a good day.
Hey Ben, I told you to go first, but you wouldn't have it. That's on you, buddy.
Was that Shanix 5 Kilo Victor calling? Shanix 5 Victor, 5 Kilo Victor, you're cleared on the whole folks 1 X-ray departure runway 27. Initial climb is 6,000 feet, squawk 5054. Easy 89 Delta Papa, wind 24, 50 knots, runway 27, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff, EGGD and start off.
Sonic 5 Kilo Victor cleared on a Alpha 1 exit departure, initial climb 6,000 feet, and squawking 505 miles.
Shanix 5 Kilo Victor, read back is correct, report ready for push and start.
Report ready.
X-ray Alpha November 122, ready for push and start. Stand 2.
And 2-3, ready for push and start.
Oh no.
So a little cross traffic there, can you say again please?
Tower, Speedbird 135 X-ray, stand 2-3, ready for push and start.
Speedbird 135 X-ray, push and start, prove, face east of the cul-de-sac.
Face east for Speedbird 135 X-ray.
Easy 89 Delta Papa, there's no further ATC now, Monty on 122 decimal 8, bye-bye.
Stop by total service.
X-ray Alpha November 122 at stand 2, ready for push and start.
X-ray Alpha November 122, continue to hold, we've got traffic just behind you, I'll go moving to.
Roger.
Shanix 5 Kilo Victor, push and start approved, you might have to go straight back. QH is 1011, and report ready for taxi.
Approved, going straight back. QH 1011.
Direct. So we'll meet. X-ray Alpha November 122, do you see traffic still behind you or you disconnected?
Seems to be gone. X-ray Alpha November 122.
X-ray Alpha November 122, push and start approved with caution, didn't give you reconnect. QH 1011 face.
QNH 1011 face east, we'll push back with caution, thanks.
Got Mike Alpha ready to taxi.
Okay.
Alpha taxi to hold the point Bravo, X-ray runway 27.
Nose right.
Release parking brakes.
Holding point Bravo for 27, got Mike Alpha.
Oscar Sierra November, cross runway
Commencing
27,
push.
Hotel X-ray.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Runway 27 to Hotel X-ray, Oscar Sierra November.
Load that as well.
Alright, let's get the engine started.
Oscar Sierra November, continuing taxi now to the south apron before shutting down.
Continue taxi to South Apron and confirm shutting down Oscar Sierra November.
Yes, Ben, it does, I forgot.
Golf, Mike Alpha, wind R2.
Okay, flaps 1.
Clear takeoff.
Auto brake max.
Roger, we're going to need another minute before being able to take off. Got Mike Alpha.
Golf Mike Alpha, continue to hold Bravo X-ray.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Oops. Good
Cockpit
engine
to
start.
ground. We have a good engine start. Please disconnect.
Down here. Thank you very much for everything. Oscar Sierra November.
Off you Sierra November, no problem. See you again soon. Bye-bye.
Tower speed 135 X-ray, ready to taxi, runway 27.
Speedway 135 X-ray, taxi to hold point to 02.
Tower speed 135.
Unlocking gear.
Repeat taxi instructions.
Speedway 135 X-ray, taxi to hold point to 02. It's the one we turn left on the coast, that is the one immediately different.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Speed 135 X-ray.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
X-ray Alpha November 122, ready for taxi.
X-ray Alpha November 122, taxi to hold the point Alpha X-ray, runway 27.
Alpha X-ray, 127, X-ray Alpha November 122. Alpha X-ray, here we go.
Mike Alpha holding Bravo X-ray, ready for takeoff runway 27.
Golf Mike Alpha winds are 24050 knots, runway 27, cruise to go.
Roger, clear for takeoff runway 27, Golf Mike Alpha.
Okay, let's make our way down, shall we?
Charlotte 5 Kilo Victor, taxi to 01. X-ray Alpha November 122, on reaching Alpha X-ray, line up runway 27.
Line up runway 27, X-ray Alpha November 122.
Speed 135X, between taxi down to Alpha X-ray.
Oh, silly me, Ben. I'll fix it in a minute once we're up in the air. Cheers for letting me know.
Speedbird 135 X-ray, continue taxi down to Alpha X-ray, runway 27.
Continue taxi Alpha X-ray, runway 27.
Charlotte 5 Kilo Victor, continue taxi down to 02.
Oh, I didn't put my lights on, did I?
Golf Mike Alpha, report left downwind.
Okay, Golf Mike Alpha.
Why isn't my Tobii eye tracker coming on? Why am I stuck? That's weird.
X-ray Alpha November 122, winds are 24050 knots, runway 27, clear to go.
Clear for takeoff runway 27, X-ray Alpha November 122, thanks. Alright, let's do a turn and burn, shall we?
Speedbird 135 X-ray, line up runway 27. Contact runway 274, speed level 135. Charlotte flying Kilo East, touching over Alpha X-ray.
Golf Mike Alpha reporting downwind for touching your runway 26.
Golf Mike Alpha, continue your downwind lead on 090.
Okay, gear up.
Okay, Golf Mike Alpha.
X-ray Alpha, November 122, upgrade email 122.8.
122.8, thank you for the ATC.
Thanks.
Jolly good. Oh, why has my screen gone all the way off? I didn't want that. Why is what? Why have they changed? That's better. My word. It was a miserable old morning, isn't it? How's it still on standby? Muppet. It's on auto. Oh, Tara. Damn it. I swear I know what I'm doing. It's been a while since we've been back in the bus. There will be mistakes, so I appreciate you pointing them out. Hey, no worries, DMA. Appreciate you watching. What a miserable old morning. Yeah, it's all good, white out. We'll sort the spoilers in a minute. We're just looking at the, taking in the views. Go direct where, sorry? Okay. Oh yeah, okay, that's a bit of a shortcut, isn't it? Let's do that. Jolly good idea. Flight level was 6,000 feet, wasn't it? There we go. There is no ATC anymore, White Hat, we're on Unicom. So you're not going to hear a lot for a while. DMA, it's a really hard question to answer. I felt exactly the same way when I started. I almost felt quite angry. Like, why is no one watching my video? Like, they're not that different to the ones other people make and they get loads of views. That kind of attitude. At the time I felt that way. Once I look back on my videos 6 months later, it was immediately apparent to me that they sucked. So, I don't know what to say, really. Just keep getting better. I don't really think luck has a huge amount to do with it, if I'm being totally honest. Oh no, Wise Hat, I was talking to Wasp in the chat. He's flying along with us. Yeah, I mean, basically, DMA, if I get a video that does well, or doesn't do well, rather, at the time I feel quite angry. It's like, oh, why isn't the video doing well? Like, stupid YouTube is punishing me, blah, 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 blah. Once you actually separate yourself from it, fast forward a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then you go back and watch it, and you've forgotten what it was that you made, and you watch it almost from the perspective of a viewer, not the person who made it. And then it's plainly obvious. It's like, oh yeah, this sucks. That's why it hasn't done well. And you can see all the errors in it immediately. Whereas when you're editing it, you don't often see it that way. When you're editing it, you can get yourself into a position where weather reloading there, where you think you're doing the right thing constantly, like, oh, this is a great video, this is a great video, this is a great video, and then you upload it to YouTube, it doesn't do well. Hey, morning Adam. Yeah, just keep trying different things, DMA. Just keep trying. But don't think for a minute that you need loads of subs to get a good video to pop off. I mean, I've got a separate channel that occasionally I'll put the odd tech video up, and I've had videos that have flopped on there, and I was like, oh yeah, it's because I haven't got many subs, that's why. It's not, video sucks, basically. I've had videos on there that have absolutely blown up to like 70,000 views. That's because it was a good video. So, yeah. YouTube is a tricky one. Appreciate it, why is that? What's your flight level? I don't know if I fully agree with that, Gaming Mad. I think using the word algorithm is a dangerous thing to do. The best advice I ever got was from a guy called Rene Ritchie, who is actually now the YouTube creator liaison. So for a long time he was a YouTuber, then YouTube actually hired the guy. The best advice he ever gave, and I think he heard it from someone else, but I heard it from him, was every time you say the word algorithm, replace it with audience. So the algorithm didn't like my video. No, the audience didn't like your video. And once you start looking at it through that lens, again, it comes back to the fact that maybe your video just wasn't good enough. And that's a really hard thing to accept, and it sucks, and it makes me angry, and I don't like it either. But that's the truth, really. Equally, if you have a video blow up and you think, oh yeah, the algorithm liked it, no, the audience liked it. People clicked on the thumbnail. When they clicked on the thumbnail, they stayed around and they watched it. Therefore, YouTube recommended it to more people. But the only reason it did that was because the audience liked it, and it can detect that. How long have I been flying Sims for? I don't know, it's a weird one really. I mean, ever since I was a kid. I had Flight Sim 2000 back in the day on my Voodoo 3DFX graphics card, I think it was. It was the one with Concorde on the box. I don't know, Gamer Mad, I kind of feel like if you produce good content, it should find the audience. That's the danger, is you as a creator deciding what is and what isn't good content. The audience will decide that for you. What is my cost index? I think it was 50... It's 50 something. 57. And I am flight level 350. So Ben, I think the cost index is basically a way of you saying to the plane, is it the higher the cost index, the kind of the more fuel it can burn and all that sort of stuff? Obviously you can get from point A to point B using loads of fuel in a quicker time, or you can go a bit easier, burn less fuel but take longer. Amstrad. Oh, I remember having an Amstrad. I think it was an Amstrad anyway. I don't know what it was. There was one of these things I had to put a tape in to play a game. I remember having to press Control and K, and then the tape thing would start turning, and you'd have to wait about 10 minutes for your game to load. And it was the most rubbish game. It was like, I waited 10 minutes for this. I mean, in fairness, it was old when I tried it, so like it wasn't modern technology. I think kind of I grew up around like the Sega Mega Drive era. It'd be funny actually to go back and try and play Flight Sim 2000. I don't even know if I still got the discs. They're probably up in the loft somewhere. I remember it being pretty good though. Obviously at the time I was what? I don't know, 10? So I wasn't simming. I had no idea what I was doing. I barely found my way outside of that airport that you spawned at in Chicago. And it wasn't O'Hare, it wasn't Midway, it was like this weird one, like a little island with a little building at the end of it. Why is my sim frozen? Flipping heck. I thought it was all over then. Oh, I love SimCity. SimCity, Transport Tycoon. I love that there's now an open source Transport Tycoon that is just like fixes all the things that were wrong with the game from years ago. Why is my sim doing this? Oh, I know what I haven't done. Twitch viewers, I apologise. I haven't actually opened up Twitch chat. Oops. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Everyone on Twitch probably thinks I hate them. Oh, it's alright, I've only had one person on Twitch write the letter A in chat, so... No harm, no foul.
Gateway traffic, easy 9001's on a 2.5 mile final, 26 left. Gateway traffic.
Twitch now. Yeah, we're on Twitch now, Ben. I'm multi-streaming to Twitch, although I do sort of regret it a little bit because doing the multiple streams on my GPU is not the greatest for performance. Wow, I'm still struggling. That's worse than I thought it'd be. My call sign is X-Ray Alpha November 122. Yeah, Weissat, what I'm considering doing is I'm in the market for a new GPU, possibly a 40 something super. Whether we get the 4070 Ti Super or 4080 Super remains to be seen. However, since I upgraded my 5600X to a 5800X 3D last week, it means I now have a 5600X just sat on my desk looking at me. And if I upgrade my GPU, I'll have a 3070 just sat on my desk looking at me. So...
Go traffic. This is left, okay.
Potentially then, I have a power supply, I have a spare case. I just need to buy a motherboard and some RAM, which I could probably do for like 100, 150 quid. And I've got a second PC. PC is definitely struggling this morning a bit though, isn't it? Maybe it's having VATSIM running. I appreciate it, Adam. Yeah, so mid-40s, like, it's okay, isn't it? Obviously not what we were seeing last week, but I guess we're on VATSIM. There's a lot more going on. 15, Ben, get out. You can have it for 15 million. Trouble is, with two PCs comes the need for more monitors, more keyboards, more mice, more power outlets, which I'm already struggling on, more heat, more electricity usage. 4080 and 4070 Ti actually have dual NVENC encoders on them, so it may be that that's enough. Oh, it's a backtrack, is it? Okay, yeah, good point. Yeah, we don't want a repeat of Gladstone, do we? Oh, Wisehat, you legend. Thank you, mate. Let's get some W's in the chat for Wisehat. I do appreciate that, Wisehat. Thank you so much. Oh, you got a KVM, Brian? I mean, Wasp, I think the chances of me doing a go-around is quite high, so you may be able to just come sailing in after me anyway. There you go, Wisehat. You've paid for like 1% of my GPU, so thank you very much. We're up to a staggering 2 viewers over on Twitch. World domination imminent. Right, how are those frames doing? Are they doing any better? That's a bit more like it, isn't it? 40s, 50s. I reckon chuck in a new GPU, whack on frame gen, and then we should be at that magical 60. Yeah, we are missing Tricky today, aren't we? And of course, if we do get the new GPU, we can then stream and game in 4K. Hopefully. Yeah, I suppose you don't need it, Brian. In 30 is probably fine. I guess it's just part of me that's like, if I'm going to drop some serious money on a graphics card, I kind of feel like I'm owed 60. It's got to be nearly bedtime in Australia, right? Oh, it's only 9 PM. I thought you were ahead of us. I thought if you added 12 hours, you'd be like, what's it now, 20 to 11? I figured it'd be later than that in PM time, if that makes any sort of sense. Okay, so we're in cruise. How do you get traffic up on here? Is that possible to do? Get the train up. Waypoint, NDB, airport. God, I've just forgotten so much about this plane. Oh, sorry, Wise Hat. It's a hard question to answer that because my answer will change depending on which one I've flown most lately. Which I think is another way of saying it depends which one I currently feel more confident in. Which is a bit of a weird answer, I know. I mean, if you're to ask Wasp, he'd say Boeing, of course, but it's unusual for him to be in an Airbus today. We should probably start flying the A300. Oh, blimey, I didn't do my lights, did I? Right, can anyone help me? What should my lights be on at this point in the flight? It's obviously landing lights off. Got nav and logo on. Beacon on, that can go off. So I've got strobe is on, nav and logo is on 2. Beacon off, wing off. Strobe, beacon, and nav on. Okay. Strobe to mid position, auto. Beacon on, yeah. Oh. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Beacon should be on whenever the engines are running, so before push and start, off after engine shutdown, okay. It's not bad, is it? 50 FPS. Hey, Tricky, we were just talking about you. I did tag you Tricky in the crew area. Wasp got it. Yeah, wise hat, whatever. Yeah, don't let it happen again, Tricky. Bang out of order. How could you? There goes one going over us. Christos, good morning. Does anyone know how we get VATSIM traffic? Oh, it's appeared on there. How embarrassing. Yeah, it's on there. Ignore me. I'm being stupid. When will Phoenix bring the IAE engines? No idea. I'm trying to find myself on the map. Oh, there I am. Yeah, I think it's going to be crickets all the way here, isn't it? Unless we get like a centre come online. Is that what's coming with? Is it block 2 or am I getting confused? I haven't actually read up and caught up in a while. What, you on Tricky? MSFS or are you still explaining? We'll have to do that flight to Rhodes as well at some point. How's that, Ben? I do always hat, yeah. It's a members Discord, but seeing as you donated, feel free to ping us an email. I'll send you the link. You should be able to find my email on the about page of the channel or whatever it's called. It's amazing, isn't it, the impact that Concorde had on people. I remember years ago, my dad was a truck driver, and in the holidays I would go with him. And we used to spend a lot of time in London doing deliveries with, you know, in and around London. And the amount of times at various different places we would go where the people that we were delivering to would be like, oh, hang on, Concorde's coming in, look up. And these were not aviation places we were going to, these were just like random places that were having stuff delivered. And yet Concorde coming into land was a major part of their day. You emailed me, Ben. I never got your email. Unless it went into junk. Let me check. Haha, you're in junk, Ben. Unlucky. Have you been spamming people, Ben? Is that what it is? Are you on some sort of, like, spam list? That's actually quite funny. Oh, yeah, I remember that one, Wasp. That's, yeah, I remember taxiing past that. We were in a Virgin A330. I remember saying to my wife, I was like, I'm sure there's a Concorde parked up around here somewhere. And then literally as I said that, she was like, oh, what, over there? And pointing out the window, and there it was. So cool. I remember hearing Concorde when I was a kid where we used to live. You would hear, like, as it was coming in, I guess, like, slowing down, you'd hear, like, this boom boom, and then you'd look up and you'd, if it wasn't cloudy, you'd see it. It's such a weird thing, isn't it, that we've gone backwards in that sense. I still can't kind of reconcile that. Really, it's like we should have surpassed Concorde by now, not been like, you know what, that was a bad idea. I do like Bristol. We're not doing bad, are we? Hovering around the 50 mark. The issue I've got is that I don't have a variable refresh rate display. So even though it's reporting 50 FPS, I have to have VSync on, otherwise I get loads of tearing. Which means I'm actually only seeing 30 of those frames. Alright, I'm going to take a bit of a risk. I need to go and use the facilities, so I'll leave myself connected. If any centre comes online, then yeah, whatever. Ben, can you email me again? Because I, for some reason, I accidentally deleted your email and I can't get it back. So I don't know what your email is now. Sorry. Morning, Badger. Right, folks, we're back in like 2 minutes, alright? Hopefully no one comes online. Alright, I'm back. I took the opportunity to grab a coffee while I was there. Still only at 1 viewer on Twitch. One is better than none. Yeah, the thing is, Simon, I think the 1 viewer is actually me, because I've got the browser tab open to read the chat, and I think the 1 is actually me. Never mind. The way I see it is like, if I'm going to be live here, I might as well just whack it on Twitch as well, because, like, who cares? I've had a few people ask me if I could stream on Twitch, because that's where they like to be, so it's like, whatever, I'll just put it there, so... If that's what you want, happy days. And if not, no hard feelings. No, I think you're right, Wise Hat. Maybe I should do like a flight sim hot tub stream or something. Maybe that's what's needed. Yeah, I think you're onto something there, Weissat. I really do. Ben, you think the 737's simpler? Really? I'd say the 737's a bit more complex, really. I think it keeps you busier. I think it's quite remarkable, really, that the Airbus manages to achieve so much, actually, with so little in terms of dials and switches and things. Yeah, engine start is weird on the 737. Yeah, I remember when obviously spending so long in the A320, going to the 737. It was very, very strange. Latest A380 pick. Can't say that I have, Simon. How new are we talking? I've seen some stuff, but I don't know if what I've seen is considered the latest. On Reddit. Okay, let's have a look. Oh yeah, just found it. Just found it. That does look good. Just Google for like fly-by-wire A380 Reddit, Ben, you'll find it. What a name. Yeah, that is a good name, isn't it? So just coming over Zurich. Not too bad. We're over halfway there now. It's going quick. I had in my head this was going to be a long one, but it's kind of not, is it? Yeah, Simon, YouTube will most likely block it, I would have thought. Yeah, but if you just Google fly-by-wire A380 Reddit, it'll be like top result. Just look for the one that was like 5 days ago or whatever it was. Try that, Ben. So I think we should be over Zurich Airport. Yeah, there it is, just down there. Oh, here we go. Here comes the nice bit. Let's go. Look at that. Yeah, why is that? I might not do that. If it's all the same to you. That is a pretty good view, huh? So what frames are we getting now? We're over the Alps. Excuse me. Not that high, is it? It's not happy at all. What we're limited by? GPU or main thread? Flicking between the two, isn't it? Ben, have you just given us the answer to Wordle? I think Ben tried to give us the answer to Wordle. I think he misspelt it. Cheers, Simon. When is the next one? I'm not sure actually, Simon. That's a good question. I'll think on that. Basically, keep an eye on the channel because I'll schedule it. Try to schedule it. If I know when I can go live. Certainly won't be tonight. Only 320 subs to 10k. Yeah, that's nuts, isn't it? We should go somewhere for the 10k one. I'm actually going to have a bit more time, hopefully, to stream next week. Towards the back end of the week. I mean, if we can get to 10k next week, that'd be so cool, because then we could do like a long haul somewhere or do whatever you want. Well done, Tricky. Yeah, no worries, Simon. Yeah. Are you in the Discord, Simon? You're not, are you? We sort of run ideas past each other in there and sort of formulate flight plans and stuff. You should join. Anyway, have a good day, Simon. I'll catch you later. Oh, a friend request. Is that you, Tricky? It would be quite cool to do a stream to New York. But I've never done a nat track on VATSIM. So I'm not entirely sure how that would work. I don't know if there's like another piece of knowledge I need to learn before I can do a nat track. Where have you taken off from, Tricky? Oh, basil. Nice. Aye, I see you. Are you not too far behind us? You'll catch up. Alright, so I guess we're doing a 3-4 arrival. Let's check the wind out. Yeah, probably make a 3-4 arrival probably makes the most sense, doesn't it? If wind is 240. And there's no ATIS, is there? Yeah, let's go 3-4. Oh, nav 3-4. Let's put this into plan. Alright, so we've got a discontinuity there. Seems a bit pointless going all the way out to Ruddick. I might delete Ruddick. And then go direct to Akiwa. Let's insert that. Still not quite right, is it? Zoom in, let's go Sonic. Can we not just go to BK? Yeah. Let's get rid of that. And then from Sonic, oh wait, did I just delete Sonic? No. That's the one, I think. Okay, so there's us. Working through the waypoints. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Yeah, I reckon your catch is tricky. So when to stop a descent? Because that probably isn't that far. Surely that's not it there. That doesn't seem like an awful lot. So how many miles are we going to have from top of descent? 12 miles to Sonic. 21 to decel. That's 33. 77. 78. Oh, I don't know, maybe. Feels tight. That does feel tight. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like the top of descent calculation is let's do a wind request. That may change things, of course. Not really. Alright, let's trust the plane and we'll see what happens. Oh no, you turned your PC off. That's no good. so we're going to bypass Ruddick, aren't we? We're basically going to keep going Sonic to then BKI 34. Weather at the moment 240 and 11, so we're going to have a bit of a wind from the left, going left to right on us. Hopefully that'll be okay. Good visibility. I'm not sure about this top of descent. That to me just feels a little bit on the tight side. That leaves us basically from here to there to do our descent. Yeah, on nav 34 tricky. That's the plan. Although, I'm now wondering if that's the greatest idea, because with a wind of 2-4, just trying to do a bit of a mental compass in my head. If we're coming in this way, and a wind of 2-4 is going to be borderline tailwind, isn't it? We're better off coming in the other way. And that way we'll get an ILS. That might not be the worst idea. What do you think for runway, Tricky? I'm wondering whether we go do an ILS into 1.6. Because then we're more likely to get a headwind. Let's have a look at the arrivals. Just have a look. You're going 3-4, are you? I mean, wind is currently at 2-4. So actually that is going to be a bit of a tailwind, isn't it? Maybe 1.6 would be the way to go. What do you reckon? Should we go 1.6? then Rudic would make more sense as well, wouldn't it? Just going to double check nothing's come online. No, there's nothing. It's not even an ATIS or anything. Nothing. So raise that for now. We'll stay as we are until we hear back. So obviously I don't want to do something that could mess up the other guys that are flying along. We'll do 1.6. Ideal. Makes sense. Makes sense. So we need Rudic back in, really, don't we? Because I deleted that like a fool. Oops. That was Rudic with a K, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Ah. Don't want that. I wish the Airbus had like a thing like you get on command lines where you can like press up to get like your last command. That's better. Right, arrival 1.6 ILS said. Yeah, I think that's the way, Wasp, because of course we're going to have approach via, no via. Insert. Right, let's have a look and see what it's... Yeah, wind's like 2.4, isn't it? So that's borderline tailwind, really. So yeah, it's kind of why we were thinking about that. Alright, here's us. So, Sonic. I got Sonic twice. Oh no, it's top of descent. Top of descent, Sonic, Rudic. Then where? Then go straight to BLK, I guess. That works, doesn't it? Perfect. It still doesn't seem like a lot of miles to... Oh yeah, it does actually, that's okay. Yeah, top of descent is in 60 miles. Seems like we're going to be cutting it awfully. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Right. Let's do our arrival data now we're sure on where we're going. Runway. Oh, it's got 17 in here, that's weird. Has this changed? Flat full. I feel like I'm messing this up somehow. 17, fly meta. Oh, there we go, got it. Until I haven't been doing this for a while. Alright, so QNH on the ground is, what was that, 1019. Temperature 18, 240 and 11. How long was this flight? Well, we've been live for 2.5 hours. And probably got about another 20-25 minutes to go, I would guess. Right, what do I want? I want a chart. That's what I want. Do we have a chart? Yes, we do. Decision altitude 620. Jolly good. Not far to go now. So looking at our plan for the descent. We want to get down to 2,000 feet really, don't we? I think I'm just going to put that in the window when it's time. How many hours can a Phoenix fly? I don't know actually. It's got to be 4 or 5, right? Comfortably. Well, Tricky, you really are gaining on us, aren't you? I've just looked at the map. Yeah, do what you need to do, Wasp. I mean, I'm basically going to take a straight line to BLK, turn in. We've got Tricky bearing down on us from the north. This is actually a Ryanair flight, isn't it? You can do this Ryanair flight out here. See you down there, Tricky. Right, let's put 2,000 in here. Here we go. I must admit, Tricky, I always do find it funny how we've been flying to these like quite obscure small airports and you always like rock up in something huge. It says we're on profile. It just feels like we're leaving this a bit late, this descent. I'm going to trust the plane. I'm inclined to trust the plane more than I am myself, so... Is this the fly-by-wire? No, green, it's Phoenix. We should do a flight in the fly-by-wire again soon, though. I do enjoy that plane. Trust the bus. Yes, boss. Yeah, that's what put me off for a long time with the Phoenix. Obviously, it's really, really good, but I had the fly-by-wire and it was good enough, basically. Once the channel started making a bit of money, I figured I would take the first kind of bit of money from YouTube and reinvest it back into the channel, which is why I've got it. But yeah, I think if I weren't doing the channel, okay, we're nicely on profile, so that's good. I wouldn't say there's anything I prefer about the fly-by-wire. I just think it's good that the fly-by-wire is free and it gets you most of the way there. I mean, the Phoenix is better. It's more feature complete, so objectively it is better. But like you said, it's the money. So depending on how price sensitive you are. If you see what I mean. Not doing bad on the old FPS, look. The 5800X3D doing a stellar job. Although my 3070 was not happy at Bristol, was it? What is transition? 10,000. Fair enough. Yeah, we are coming in a bit hot, aren't we? Let's give ourselves a bit of speed brakes. Hey, Crow Shark, you're right. Crow Shark? Cow Shark. Sorry. Completely misread that. Not sure I can see you yet, Tricky. No. $20 miles, 1 o'clock. Why is the bus not doing 250 knots? Trust the bus, honestly. I thought it would have slowed itself down there for 250. One 1018. I'm surprised it allowed that. I really am. Okay, it's auto brake medium. Let's get ourselves down to 180 or 188. It wants us to be okay. Yeah, that's what I mean, Was. I mean, like, I kind of put it into manage, thinking I'd go with when it thought top of descent was, but it put us into a position where we were too fast. You wouldn't get that in a Boeing, of course. Alright, that's looking a bit better, isn't it? So VAP is 137, so we'll call it 142. Yeah, green it is, yeah. Flying with Tricky in the chat and Wasp. Done my lights or anything. Go, right, speed brake up. Speed brake armed. Get down to 160. Right, let's see if we can land this thing. First landing in the Phoenix for a very long time. Let's see what we can do. Of course, once we get down, we'll check out the airport from Orbx. There we go. Yoke cam is active. Get ourselves down to landing speed now. Slow ourselves up a bit. Oh, it's on, Wasp, don't you worry. Jolly good. Right then. Let's see if I can still fly a bus.
$1,000.
Oh. Nice little stutter there. Nice small movements. I'm going to try not to overcook it, which is so often the way. 500 feet. Nose down, come on.
100 above. Minimum.
A little bit low, continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
And we're down. Come on, reversers. When you're ready, thank you. That'll do. I'll take that. Okay, let's get off here nice and quickly.
Banja Luka traffic, Virgin Flight 7 Heavy is on a 15 mile final for 16.
Banja Luka traffic, Air Not 122 vacated runway 16. There's a bit of a wind there, isn't it? You see that windsock? Right, let's see if we can find somewhere to park, because these spaces are a little bit out there. Alright, let's get in here, shall we? Go for gate 1. There we go. Nice tower. That's alright, Green, you can wind it back. Alright, let's see if I can do this without making a big horrible mess of it. Almost. It's a bit of a cheat, isn't it, that? Bit of a cheat. Alrighty. Parking brakes are on. Turn off our taxi lights. APU is available. So we should be right now to shut down engines. 1, 2.
Luka traffic. Speedbird 135 X-ray on the final. 15 miles to run. Established ILS.
Very good. Right, let's get the controller fired up. We'll go for a little a spot of plane spotting when Tricky and Wasp join us. I don't know what's going on here with this camera angle. Alright, first things first. Let's slow the camera down. That's better. Alright, let's... Seeing as there's one on approach, we've got to go to the tower, right? Oh, that's weird. Can we go in here? Aha, this is the tower. Very cool. Right, let's get out and see if... is it Wasp or is it Tricky first? I think it's Tricky. In the 787. Let's go out and have a look. Come on, Tricky, the whole world's watching.
Banja Luka traffic, Speedbird 135 X-ray, now fully established ILS runway 16, 7 miles to run.
Go on, Tricky. Boff! Look at that, straight on the touchdown markers. Easy peasy, right? I didn't know Virgin Atlantic flew to here. From Basel. But that's okay. Oh, Andy, I don't believe it for a second. Yeah, good luck parking that, Tricky. Flipping it.
Traffic 557, clear 17.
Don't scratch my wing as you go past, alright? Watch the paint work, Tricky. Come on. Right. Wasp, where are you? Okay, got a little minute to go yet. Tell you what, that's not a bad job. I'm guessing by the look of where Tricky's going, must be on different scenery. Pretty area though, isn't it? Look at that. Ah, here comes Wasp. See if I can speed the camera up a bit. Wasp, why do you have a GPU attached to your plane? Good job, all. See, Tricky's taken up half the airfield over here, look. Alright, I need to slow this camera down because this camera work is shoddy, to say the least. Where are you, Wasp? What is going on with that? Let's just all take a moment and appreciate what's going on here. Incredible. Well played though, Wasp. Yeah, I mean, he's come prepared, in fairness. You can't say fairer than that. Can I properly disembark everybody? If I get GSX on the go. Well, I was quite happy with that landing, actually, all things considered. I don't know what's going on with that ground power unit. Here comes the bus. Very good. Right, should we go and have a look? Let's go and have a little look. Have I got my lights on? I don't know, actually. Got my runway lights off. I thought I had, anyway. No, not all the way. So I got my beacon off. What would you have on now at the gate? Just leave strobe to auto and leave nav on? Right, here comes the... I can't stop laughing at that ground power unit. Here come the passengers, look. Okay. Let's go into the terminal building, check it out. Alrighty, vending machine on the left if anyone's hungry. Quite a small little airport. Oh yeah, there's the Ryanair thing. So Ryanair do fly from here, obviously. Departures board. Can't see air not up there, but that's okay. Yeah, just build it free. Little cafe. What else have we got? Ah, security. Air Serbia. Ryanair check-in. I need to slow my camera down again. Sorry. Another little cafe. Apparently there's a military base as well that's a part of this. What's through here? Baggage reclaim. Oh, folks, the stream's being weird. I apologise. It's my encoder. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop streaming to Twitch. Hopefully that will help it out. Nice terminal building there. So where's this military base I keep hearing? Ah, there it is. That's got to be it, right? There we go, look at that, that's pretty good. Yeah, the 787 really does complete the experience tricky, doesn't it? Very nice. Nice runway textures too. Jolly good too. Yeah, nice little airport this. I mean, I kind of like... I mean, obviously I like to have the big airports, you know, like your Dublins, your Manchesters, your Gatwick, so on and so forth. But there's something nice about having the smaller ones. Because it just gives you somewhere a bit different to fly to, rather than going to the same old, you know, big hubs constantly. Yeah, let's go nighttime, Tricky. Good call. Just want to check out these buildings here first. I need to speed up my camera now because we're taking literally ages to get anywhere. I need to up my game on the camera, clearly. Who parked that 787 there? So there's the main terminal building. Got your towers over there. What's down here? Is this like ground services? The old fire truck. What's in here? Apparently a lot of the local family farms have been modelled as well to be more realistic, which is a nice touch. There you go, Tricky, there's a view. Imagine turning up to this at the airport and then you see that. Is there anything over here? All those in favour of a new scissor lift. If you get the reference. What's in here? Not sure what that building is. Done a nice job at there, haven't they? Got out here. That's a teeny tiny car park, isn't it? Wow. I thought Bristol had a small car park. Yeah, time for some night time. Yeah. So this is it, isn't it? This is where the interiors that are modelled actually start to pay off. I can't believe that I didn't realise that for the first little while. I remember just being like, why are they doing that? Why are they wasting all their time doing the inside? And what we really want is, yeah, the outside, and of course it all makes sense. Runway lit up nicely, look. Got your taxiways. That's a view, isn't it? Those three planes. Can't believe you landed a 787, Tricky, honestly. But yeah, nighttime definitely makes the internal modelling pay off, for sure. And obviously looks good in the day as well, but nighttime, it's just, that's kind of when the penny dropped for me, I think. I think we were at Edinburgh, and I was like, why have they modelled so much? I'm not going to go in there. But actually when you taxi into a gate at nighttime and it looks real inside as opposed to like a parallax kind of texture that they've just plastered over the windows. That's when it starts to make sense. To me at least anyway, your mileage may vary. Jolly good. Jolly good indeed. Well, there is a link in the video description if you want to pick it up. That will tell Orbx that you came from me, and then obviously keep them happy. So, if you are in the market for it, using that link would be greatly appreciated. Still, that was a fun flight down here. Thanks to Wasp for flying along and Tricky for joining us midway. Let's go back to some daytime. Oh, let's have that dusk. Yeah, it does look good. It does look good. 2 thumbs up from me. I'm definitely getting more of an appreciation for the smaller stuff. And again, look at the runway texture. Very nice. Very nice too. It looks like they've resurfaced one part of it, but not the other. Two different materials being used. Let's go check out the other end. Next time is when? Good point, Wasp. I will think on that this afternoon and let you know. It's a really pretty area, this, though, isn't it? Look at that. Can't grumble with that. The landing wasn't bad. For a first landing in the bus after a while, I was quite happy with that. Maybe we should bust out the A300. Although I wouldn't have a clue how to cold and dark it. Like, I'd probably have to try and swat up a little bit on that. What are these like bunker things here at the end? Give Tricky 3 days notice. Yeah, we'll do. Just want to see what these little bunker things are. Those are quite interesting. What would they be used for? Would that be like military aircraft or? Wonder what they were. Well, the good news is it looks like turning off the Twitch stream has helped my encoder issue. I've got to sort out a new GPU urgently. Oh, look at those. So they're like just storage hangers for like stuff. It's pretty neat, isn't it? Jolly good. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming along today. Sorry about the rubbish stream schedule last week, but I was looking after my 2 boys while my wife was away, so I was solo parenting all week, which was its own fun, I can assure you. But we all made it through in one piece, so that's the main thing. That is the main thing. Until next time, thank you all very much indeed. Appreciate you coming along, and obviously if you are interested in this scenery, there's a link in the description. That lets Orbx know that you came from me, and it's very much appreciated. Until next time, take the very best care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.